You know what? The hot night belonged to the pitchers tonight,
better now.
except for a couple of long balls, right? Frank Thomas, Keith Hernandez, David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. And we were hoping this would be a pitcher's duel, and it was. So we have to start with Clayton Kershaw. And we talked about the stage and the pressure. He lived up to it.
Kevin, he was terrific. Another epic night at Dodger Stadium for a guy who's had a historic career. And tonight, he had it all working. 11 strikeouts. He had the fastball, the curveball, and the slider. It was awesome.
I tell you guys that Kershaw have to take things to the next level for his teams, his ball club, to follow him up. And tonight he know that he had that pressure right behind him, just watching him, and he did what everybody was expecting him to do.
You know, this was a Houston team that struck out the least in Major League Baseball, and they struck out 11 times. Kershaw came out of the chute with all of his pitches working. I've never seen this Houston team take so many pitches. He was so much on top of them that they resorted to guessing, and guess what? They guessed wrong.
Wow.
You nailed it, Keith. He did exactly what we said he would do. He would be aggressive, but he threw that first pitch strike. A lot of fastballs. This team never takes so many fastballs. I guess they were looking for the curveball. He just went out with Clayton Kershaw, did what he normally does, and that's attack hitters.
Well, Kershaw had it all going. I mean, you know, just to make contact was a minor miracle against him tonight, as you mentioned, Keith, with 11 strikeouts. And for the Astros, it's kind of developed a theme on the road. Their offense has kind of disappeared on the road, at least from the last round on. And you also have to talk about Justin Turner, right? I mean, here is this guy who's turned in, who's gone from a nice story to an all-star for the first time this year to Babe Ruth in the postseason.
It's been, you're exactly right, Kevin. It's been a remarkable story. By the way, not a baseball story, but a sports story. Very seldom do you see a guy in his late 20s go from a journeyman, from a platoon player, to a bona fide superstar. And Mr. October, he's starting to remind me of you a little bit.
I love him because he's the kind of guy that he's getting things done for the Dodgers, for these fans, all year round. He haven't cooled off at all during the whole season. I was watching his number during the whole season. I was like, wow, when is the time for this guy to cool off?
Well, you know what? There's a lot of late bloomers in this game, and Justin Turner is one of them. I got to watch him play 3 years with the New York Mets, never got a chance to play every day. Always knew he was a smart player, but he never got an opportunity to play every day. He comes here to Los Angeles, and all of a sudden he finds himself. And what impresses me most about him, and it's not just in his postseason play, but it's in the regular season play, is he's become one of the best clutch hitters in the game.
Sure has.
Well, it was great there. He got a pitch out of the zone that was called a strike. He didn't get too upset. He sat right in there, looked in, got his pitch, hit a home run. But you also got to talk about Chris Taylor. Leading off the game, first pitch home run, setting the tone. These guys have been special in the postseason so far.